what I want to tell you is that something's been on my mind. The other day, I rang the studio where I recorded Pass It On, or where I put the vocals down. And first of all, I rang them. They said I had to email them, which was a bit weird. And then I emailed them, they didn't answer. So I rang, and then I was put on hold, listened to some crap music. And then I finally got through to the manager, who said, well, I'm very sorry, but we don't want you back. And I said, oh, why is that? I knew why. He said, because of what happened, you had a disagreement with the engineer and we don't want you back. I've got to protect my, personnel, duty of care and all that stuff. And what happened was this, I'll tell you. When I started recording Oh My God, I left a copy of the lyric on his desk while I went to make myself a cup of coffee. When I came back, he was staring at it with a look of horror on his face, as if he'd had something stuffed up his ass when I wasn't there. And I said, what's the matter? And he went, nothing. And I said, what's the matter? I asked him a couple of times, and he went, these lyrics. So I thought, so I said, well, what's the matter with the lyrics? And I explained in no uncertain terms, I was a little bit peeved, to say the least, that they were my lyrics. I was writing a song. He was the engineer, and I was paying him and the studio to record the song for me. There's nothing wrong with my lyrics. The song is about a relationship I had with a girl, and how, oh my God, was what she said at certain times, as you can imagine, good times. And oh my God was what I said when the whole thing fell apart. Anyway, he was terribly offended, mortified, because it's there's a lot of innuendo in it. It's sexual in a way, but it never has any rude words like no F's, no nothing. And anyway, he didn't like it, but we talked it through. And in the end, he said, well, I'm glad we talked it through. And I said, well, let's move on. Let's carry on. And he did. And then when we went out, he even went to the desk diary and tried to book me in for another session. I said, well, I don't know what I'm doing at the moment, so I can't do that. Anyway, imagine my surprise when he stitched me up when I wasn't there. So he complained about me, and I wasn't allowed back. I've never not been allowed in a studio. It's a bit rock and roll, really, isn't it? I should be pleased, but I'm not pleased, because I take offence at people criticising me, criticising my work. Well, A, I haven't finished it, and B, I don't think anybody has a right to criticise you for your artistic endeavours. You could stick your picture on the wall and they could say, well, I don't like it, don't like yellow, don't like blue, whatever it is. That's fair enough, but I hadn't even finished it, and I was paying him. So I'm just saying, please don't be put off. This is my quest, not to get put off by people who criticise you. So many people want to pull you apart. I mean, my song is a reflection of me and exactly what happened to me, in my words, the way I as a human being express it, with the language I know, the words I know, and in the best possible way I can do it. And that's all I can do. And I do it to the best of my abilities. And I am offended when somebody says, I can't do this, because it upsets them. So much so, they can't even press the record button. Anyway, the thing is, I am recording my new song. I'm doing a better version of my song Far Side the Hill, which I recorded a while ago, and it's great now. Got really good Ukrainian guitarists on it, not me. And I'm recording it on Thursday in a studio owned by a bloke called John Davies, who was the bass guitarist in Love Sculpture, who had the hit with Sabre Dance. I'm sure some of you will know that, with Dave Edmunds playing it. So he seems like a reasonable person who won't burst into tears the moment I sing the first line of my song. So that should be good. But as I said, Oh My God is out on February the 7th. I have to go into hospital on February the 1st for a major operation. So I'm trying to prepare everything so that when I come out, and I'm in one piece, hopefully, it'll all be ready. But please listen out for it. At least let me have a go at doing my work. And I mean, the thing is, I'm trying. A lot of people just don't try, and I'm trying. February the 7th, Oh My God. Listen on Spotify, TikTok. I bought a little boat. It was just for me at first. Then I took my girlfriend out to see the